This is your CBS 46 News Flash Briefing, brought to you by West Shore Home.
Good evening, I'm Sean Gables. Here are your headlines. Right now in Georgia, there are 197 cases and 3 deaths caused from the coronavirus. A member of the Georgia State Senate was diagnosed with COVID-19, and the CDC has recommended that Georgia State senators and staff self-quarantine for 14 days, ending on March 30th. Also today, Governor Brian Kemp signing a mid-year amended budget into law. It will include $100 million in emergency funding to combat COVID-19. This funding was pulled from the state's $2.8 billion reserve for the budget he signed yesterday. The city of South Fulton now issuing a state of emergency with strict new rules for anyone who lives there. A citywide curfew begins today, and residents must be inside their homes from 9 p.m. until 7 a.m. There's also a ban on gatherings of 10 or more people, and all businesses must close public access by 9 p.m. with the exception of pharmacies and medical facilities. In Cobb County today, health officials have designated the Jim Miller Park in Marietta into an emergency testing site for the coronavirus. This is by invitation only right now until more test kits come into the state. The head of Cobb and Douglas Public Health felt it was important that high-risk people take priority. They also will be testing patients who have been referred to Cobb and Douglas Health by a physician. Meanwhile, Lenox Square Mall announcing it will be closing in just a few minutes at 7 due to the coronavirus. A total of 7 malls in our area will also be following that rule. Lenox Square is expected to stay closed until Sunday, March 29th. Right now, the total number of coronavirus in the United States is over 7,000, with 97 deaths so far. Meanwhile, the Senate taking up a $100 billion coronavirus response bill passed by the House. This all while the president and the White House works on a separate measure to stimulate the economy. The Senate considering a bill that would speed the delivery of testing for the virus, along with providing sick leave for workers. The other measure would inject hundreds of billions of dollars into the economy, provide relief to businesses, and prevent airlines from going bankrupt. The New York Stock Exchange has halted stock trading for 15 minutes after the S&P 500 fell 7% this afternoon. Stocks in Europe dropped sharply and oil prices caved. The turmoil was seen in other markets where the British pound fell to its lowest level in 35 years against the American dollar. Download the powerful CBS 46 streaming app or update it if you already have it so you can be the first to know about new cases and restrictions. That's also where you can find the latest stories on all the latest events canceled because of coronavirus. The app is free on Apple and Android devices. I'm Sean Gables with your CBS 46 Alexa Flash Briefing.
This has been your personal Flash Briefing from